Honestly,
I'm here.
As a conscious media, I kind of do feel like we'd be better off with 3 to 4, like 4 to 6 arms, kind of like those like Shiva. And then we could just like film while we're like doing
exactly.
But yeah, thank you for that time check. Thank you. That's like keeping us on track and focused. So let's talk about that. Let's be ready to share some of the things we need. I think you already kind of identified a few of these.
I'm sure we're rolling or not, but
We are rolling.
Okay,
Yes,
so
camera's
this is
rolling.
the Conscious Media Guild, and this is like we're really in the formation stage. So we need to. What we're doing right now is just like all the guilds here. Is to build some structure. Like, what are the problems we're trying to solve? What are our needs as a guild, and what are our goals? What's our wish list?
well, this is what I've come up with even before we started here today, and we can fill some of this in. But I also didn't fill any of this in because it's not just about me and my thoughts. But here's what I got.
Okay.
And essentially, this is about, from a conscious media standpoint, it's broadcasting the evolution. That's how I'm generally calling it, or the way it comes through me, which means that we're informing, we're educating, and inspiring interactivity with whomever we're putting out our media to. And I think there's an element of entertainment that would also be included here, just because that will help to engage interest and not have it just be like matter-of-fact dry how you do something. And to what we talked about earlier, we are ultimately just transmissionaries, and we are transmitting a heartfelt vibe that feels so good that whoever you are, you know that you're here to love life to the fullest, to the best of your ability, as we all are. And the more that we hang out together, the more likely we get to have that happen.
Yes. Yes.
Can it be that simple?
It honestly can, and this goes back to what Alexander said on Thursday. It's just, if this evolution, if this renaissance is so irresistibly and virtuously on point and beautiful, we aren't gonna have to go fight the system. We aren't gonna have to fight. It's just gonna be it's gonna be this, like, in the free market of ideas and ways of life. It'll be the easy choice. People are like, why wouldn't I go where I don't have to like work my ass off 50 hours a week to like grind it out in a smoky city? Like, wow, they're like 3D printing hempcrete domes for like a cost that is 1/10 or 1/20th of what it costs to live in this way. Plus, it's all this organic food. Plus, they got like they aren't being hit by harmful electromagnetic vibrations, blah blah, etc., etc. We make it so fun and rad to live here and embodied, and just like there's a lot of love there, and we've done good inner work, and we can handle all of the the real interrelational challenges that will come up. Not saying it's all going to be easy.
No, and energies contract and expand.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, and as I see it, if we can consider the very real possibility that a golden era is truly inevitable.
Yes.
It is inevitable. So now it's just a matter of, can it happen in our lifetimes? Can it happen really soon?
Yes.
Okay. And it's directly related, as I see it, to how the butterfly emerges from the caterpillar.
Imaginal cells.
We are imaginal souls.
Ooh.
And we are here to vibrate at a level that is so delicious. Yes, we have our moments. Sometimes in front of the camera, a lot of times not.
Oh, totally. So we gotta accept that and stay authentic with it.
Exactly. And we know what we're here for. We know we're here to serve everybody, including whoever we are, that there is just one source living through all of us, and it is here to awaken to itself through us, which it can be, and in moments and glimpses, is such an amazing, delicious experience that I know activates everybody watching, because we're all made of the same stuff on such a profound, deep level. And that's what this is about, is the activation and activating that energy. And so to that extent, if we can really know the truth of it, invite it in, and it can be so much fun. It could be truly child's play to recreate a world that's based on abundance and not scarcity. You know? Technologies have made things that we couldn't even comprehend 10, 20 years ago. So what's possible in the next 5 and the next 1? You know, if this virus has shown that we are completely contagious with one another, let the virus be let the virus be love. Let the virus be love. And we are
Unleash the love virus.
and we are contagious. And we are here just to enjoy as you are here to enjoy. Whatever it is that your heart desires, you know what? It's okay. It's okay. And yeah, we're all emerging from a legacy of being told that we're separate from each other, we're separate from this planet, and we're separate from the source of all things. Even though it is absolutely mathematically impossible to be separate from that which is infinite. So it is living through us, and it's just simply a matter of just even realizing that, without even calling it a god or anything like that, just consider that it's energy and that it pervades through all things, including us. And we are truly blessed. We are truly blessed with an ability.
Just reality here. That's what's happening.
This is
real life.
It's emergent. It's unscripted, but it's perfect.
It is unscripted.
That's what we're living in, and this is like this is a whole soul family all over the world. You, with your eyes looking at us now, we're looking right back. Just looking at you, feeling you. We are embodied angels, and we're, it's perfectly imperfect. We can flow with this energy, calling in those people that are ready to begin living this way abundantly, and with all of our bumps and bruises and the things that we're here to heal inside ourselves. And by going through that vulnerable process, even on camera, because that's what's here right now. We don't have virtual reality and everything else yet, but we're gonna work with what we've got and live vulnerably and show what that looks like. The beautiful mess of it. And you know what? I think what's powerful is that people here have learned to live in such a deep and abundant, consensual, respectful, harmonious way, and that we learn the languaging of communication of all of that authentically, and the vibration as this conscious media, this sacred media, of how to stay in our authenticity right here, right now, while you watch us and what you're watching us. And on one level we can't watch you, but you know what? I feel you, and I believe that we're developing this interesting telepathic ability to do you feel them?
Yeah.
Do you feel that? Do you feel this being?
I feel them. I feel like I'm holding them.
Yeah. You are. Just let's take a breath together, you know?
Yeah. We're in this together.
We are.
We're in this together.
We are. And so whoever you are, we're just really grateful that you are tuned in this moment. And reach out to us, because we are interconnected, and we're just getting started.
We are. We were here to actually come up with tangible, specific needs, and one of the things we love to flow with the beauty and the story.
So let's get some tangibility out.
Tangibility. We got notes to take. This is one of the big things we're all calling in is like video is this, right? It's scribe shit. We are the scribes of the modern era, telling the story that will be told for many, many generations, but also using this as a tool to record what happened and call things in. Right now, you know what? We need video editors.
That's right.
That's one thing we need.
In fact, you know what? We're not just scribing, we're prescribing. And this is what our prescription is. This is what we need. You know? We need skills and talents in the entire production and post-production of media, of video media. And that includes sound, lighting, editing, and we have someone someone's capable editing right now who's actually holding this camera. And that's a beautiful thing.
I would love to edit.
Yay.
I would love to do that.
I'm honored because truly
to the video editors, honor to the video editors.
Yeah.
I actually love video editing, but I love doing it in a group, like where you get the jams
Let's
going.
do that.
Everybody's sitting in a suite,
that would be so
spot.
cool. That would be so cool.
Creative together.
Because
And then we're like, yo, check this out. What do you think we should do with this?
I love that.
I would love to. Okay.
Let's talk.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely. I
For
want to be
real,
there with
like,
you.
bro,
I want to
let's
be
go,
there with
let's
you
go.
and co-create this with you. I'd be
Yes.
honored and blessed.
Yes. Oh, I
Thank
get like so
you.
thrilled. Like editing,
Oh.
even just like filming
Oh.
and holding the camera. Like it's such like an art for me. And I like just realizing how much like joy it actually brings me. Like you asked me, you're like, oh, like do you wanna be like in this conversation and talk? I'm like, honestly, I love listening and like being the one like getting to
Yeah.
observe the
Well,
conversation.
do
and, like,
what you
listen.
love.
Yeah,
And
it's such a-
I'll tell you, I am so honored and grateful that you love to edit. And it's making my heart sing so much because I've really been calling it in so much. Because this is so far beyond me. And I'm really inviting in all the people who have the love for their skill sets and their curiosities of how to grow their expertise even more. You know, and call them in, and you are one.
Thank you.
And you're not alone, so don't feel the burden of having to do it all alone.
Yep.
I just feel really grateful.
Yeah.
So thank you so much.
You're welcome. I've like
Oh,
just been realizing more too from like what Lionijah has shared with me. Just he's like, yeah, you're like so good at editing and making videos, and I'm like, I never really noticed that, but now I'm like really just calling that in as well. So it's just kind of feels really aligned that you were calling that in too, and I'm trying to like tap more into that and learn more about it.
it's beautiful. That's what I think is
We
really.
need each other.
Yes, we
Well,
do,
yeah.
and we all need each other. And so I'm really inviting in the energy of grace that all of this can happen.
Just ask.
Just ask and invite and allow, and it can happen. And it is happening.
And then we all get to be in our gifts.
We do.
And we all get to collaboratively have a really good time doing it. And we get to help the world right now because it's time to freaking step up. It is time to step up. And it's like, you know, we maybe the energy here is playful, but this is really fucking serious. Like all of it is. And it's beautiful and it's magical and it's mystical what we're living through. This is literally prophecy. And we're
Your like head's like.
oh, I know. Well, this is one of the things
like
we have
it,
to.
though.
Okay, as conscious
Exactly.
media,
Exactly.
this is how we get to like understand each other's flow, and we pass it off to the other. And why do we do it? So we can share this moment outside the bubble of this magical container. Some people are not okay with being filmed. We need to be in consent with that.
And that's okay.
That's okay.
Totally.
But for those of us that are ready to be the astronauts of full vulnerability and step into that world, it's kind of scary because anyone can see you. Yes, we know, Facebook, that you're watching, that you're picking this
Yeah.
apart with your algorithms, motherfuckers. But you know what? We're gonna use you faster than you can use us because we actually have something more beautiful, something more brilliant up our sleeves. That is spirit. That is
That's it.
the conscious brilliance that is coming through this invention, this inventive way that can run circles around anything else that you're gonna throw at us.
And we're all in.
With love,
And-
right?
Yes, and we're all in.
We're all in. We got
this is so far beyond us
Yeah.
individually that we're not even taking this personally in a way because we're here to serve something greater.
Truth. Bringing it to the beautiful, walk the
Yeah.
beauty way, and also like, you know, I think as conscious media, we also got to talk about platforms. We got to talk about where this goes. You've been asking some good questions about where this goes in 10 years, where this goes in 2 years. We need platforms that we can actually count on to not censor.
That's right.
Really healing practices, not censor, beautiful embodiment, you know, to bring things back to center, and those, you know, bringing ethics back to social media, bringing healing into the very algorithms that run it and the structures that contain that media
Right.
are paramount.
And
so
the narratives that heal, the narratives
Yeah.
that inspire and that open our hearts.
Yeah.
And that's what we're here for, to tell a new story. You know, and we're actually not just telling it, we're actually showing it and creating it. And you're a part of it, whoever's watching.
so